Hi everyone, welcome back. In the last video section, we have discussed about the algorithm of an insertion operation. To insert a new element to the given array, we have just discussed an operation where they will give you an array that is consisted of some elements called A, and where they will give a one element called item, and the task is to insert this item into a given array at the particular position. They have given a position called P. For that purpose of problem, we have just discussed the algorithm in the last video section. In this video lecture, we are going to just explain or discuss a programming example to insert an element into an array. That programming example, before going to that one, we know that insertion is just a procedure or a task inserting an element into the given array at a particular position. And the one scenario you have to remember here, that when the position, given position, they will give a one particular position where we need to insert a item, given item into an existing array. And if this position is greater than n, for example, this is n, for this one is a 4, because the number of elements is 4 in this array and the index is 0, 1, 2, 3 are the indexes. And then when position is greater than 4, when position is greater than 4, like 5, for example, take it as a 5. It will, what happens when the position is 5 in the sense, it will make the this array characteristics to be false. Why? Because array elements always to be stored on a consecutive memory spaces. Here 4 is skipping. So this will make a false, and we can't insert a element into the array when the position P, given position, is greater than n value. Understood? Then we'll go to the example, programming example. First, we have the preprocessor directives, the necessary preprocessor directives like iostream.h, ponyo.h, and iomanic.h. And I hope you know the just necessary of these header files, where iostream.h for input and output operations, ponyo.h is configuring the input output, and manipulation.h to manipulate the input and output of an just a C++ programming like setw, endl, like that functions will be used or works under this header files. Then void main function represents your just starting of an programming, and then here there are different variables declared here like array and just for loop variable and n number of elements in array, element which is to be inserted into the given array, and P represents you the position where to insert the element. Then these are the variables of type integer. We just need to work with the integers only here. For that sake, I have taken the integer data type to declare all these variables required in the programming to insert an element into an array. Then first thing, we have to ask for the programmer how many elements we need to insert. That's why I have written the statement see out how many elements. When you write this statement or instructions, automatically this string will be including this just a question mark will be printed on a output screen. How many elements? Question mark will be printed on a the output screen. Then see in, we are getting an input here. We have shown asked the question for the user, that is how many elements you want to enter. So that is nothing but represented by the variable n. We need to just accept the variable value of a n value, that is accepted through this instruction or a statement, that is C in n, so that the user is enabled to enter the value in integer data type. Understood? Then enter the elements after entering the number of elements. For example, I will give it here as a 5. We need to enter the array elements, 5 array elements of type integer. This is the statement that tells you to enter the elements. So mechanism to getting the elements into the computer is this one. For I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, where index will be starts from 0. So this is less than n. Understood? This is less than n because this will be starts from 0. That's why less than n. This makes the equality for 5 elements, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is less than n. 5 less than 5, that is 4. 5 elements will be entered into the array using the C in A of 5. Which are the elements? A of 0, A of 1 up to A of 4 will be entered. Those are all 5 elements, array elements, 5 array elements entered into the array. Then now we have just accepted the number of elements and created an array. Now our task or procedure is to enter the element into the array at the particular position. For that reason, we need to accept the element which is to be inserted and the position where to be inserted. These two we need to accept. That is the next statement, is acceptance of an element. Enter the element to insert. See out, enter the element to insert. So this string will be, this string or a line will be shown on an output screen after this one, after entering the elements. This will be shown. You have to just provide an element which is to be integer type. If you provide a float also, it will convert into the int. Understood? It will just internally it will convert that float into the integer value. And if you just provided a characters when you mention the integer type and you provided the character in the sense that will take a random value, garbage value. Okay na? So try to insert the integer value itself. That's better. Enter the position from 0 to n. 0 to n. That means n represents here value 5. How? In the sense, this enter the position, this bracket 0 to, I have written in a double quotes. Just observe here, double quotes. Within the double quotes, whatever you have wrote in a double quotes, as it is shown on output screen. And I have written this n out of the double quotes. Out of the double quotes in the sense, this will shows the value of that data type or a variable. Value for this variable is a 5. 5 will be printed here. That is prints as a enter the position 0 to 5. That will shows as a 0 to 5, and this closing bracket will be also in a double quotes. Understood? Then you need to enter now 0 to 5. Any one of the number you need to enter. If 5 in the sense we have the totally 4 elements up to 4 index. Sorry, 5 elements up to 4. We can easily insert a consecutive memory fifth one, or else any of the number we can insert. Understood? Greater than n plus 1 is not available. That is 6. 6 onwards not available. Understood? Enter the P, C in P. I will enter as a P as a 3. Here I need to insert a new element, and the element is 10. Now we need to check whether the entered position is a valid or invalid. Check the valid or invalid. P, that is 3, is greater than 5. Is it true? No, it is not true. So that else part will be executed. If it is true, for example, if you entered a 7 here or a 6 here, 7 is greater than 5. True case will be gets executed, invalid position, end of the program. But here I have entered a valid position, that is 3. 3 is greater than 5. It is false, so else case will be executed. What happens in the else case in the sense? It will be the insertion of a element into the given position will be takes place. That mechanism I have explained you in a last class itself. Again, with the programming example, we are going to explain. For I is equal to n minus 1, when insertion takes place, we need to process the array from the last onwards. Understood? N minus 1, I is greater than or equal to p, I plus plus plus. That is, we have to start with the ender and we have to transfer those elements into the next positions up to where? Up to we get the p position. So, this one. Here, make it here. Here we have in a fourth position we have a 5. Fifth position we need to execute. Just a of 5 plus 1, that is 4 plus 1, 5 will be assigned with this value, that is 5 value. In the same way, up to when we have to calculate, transfer these elements in the sense up to where we get a position p. Position p is a 3 here. So just transfer this one to this one. That is 5 will be replaced with the 4. 4 will be remains as it is. 3 we got 3. Now in the next section, in the next statement, this one you have to write a next as a next statement. I don't have enough place, for that reason I have written continuous. Don't just get confused. Don't get confused. Okay, na? This is another instruction and this is another statement. Different statements, right? And then here in the 3 position 4 is there. Now I want to replace the 4 a of p, that is a of 3 by element which is 10, replaced with a 10. This is a variable, so this is easily gets variated by the value, and then increase the value by 1, that is size of the array by 1. N is equal to n plus 1. At the starting array size is 5 plus 1 becomes a 6. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is a size of an array. See how elements after insertion will be printed as like this. We have used the set w here. Set w function will be gives a place between different elements. Understood? That's the one. Last statement get ch. They are just in a textbook. They have skipped that statement get ch function. If you are not writing that get ch function, there is no problem. And output will be not available for you. For when you need output and you didn't mention the get ch in the sense, you have to press Alt plus F5. If you are needing output for this one, and if you are not mentioning the get ch, alternate way to just see the output is a Alt plus F5. And here missing a clear screen function. Clear screen function is not mentioned here. You can mention. Understood? This is the whole thing about a insertion operation and programming example for a insertion operation. In the next class, we are going to just discuss another operation on arrays. We will see you again. Bye.